welcome to Rajya Sabha Television. I'm Athar Khan with all the election buzz in Verdict 2012. Here are the top stories of the day. Congress questions BJP for giving ticket to Amit Shah. The BJP defends the former minister. Keshubai Patel's Gujarat Parivartan Party gives ticket to Haren Pandya's widow Jagriti. She is to contest from Ellis Bridge in Ahmedabad. Election Commission comes up with a novel initiative. Over 24 100-year-old voters are made brand ambassadors to spread awareness. And in Chaupal, we get you the pulse of Vapi. North Indians say they still remain on the political margins. The Congress is expected to come up with its list of candidates for the second phase of polling soon. Tomorrow is the last day of filing nominations for the December 17 polling. There were protests by ticket seekers after the list of first phase of polling was released. Those denied tickets staged protests at the party offices. Several office bearers had also resigned. Later, the party didn't come out with any list and candidates were individually directed by the leadership to file their nomination papers. Of course, there has been some confusion in Gujarat in the Congress party over the distribution of tickets. Several top leaders at the district level and above that as well have resigned. Some of them have joined the saffron fold. Some of them for the second time have joined the saffron fold. This, of course, is not good news for the party, which is trying to stage a comeback after 10 years of being in the wilderness. 10 years, of course, the BJP has ruled with their chief minister and his iron hand. Vishal Daya, my colleague, will be joining us, has joined us, in fact, for more on this. If I would go straight to Vishal. Many thanks, Vishal, for joining us on Verdict 2012 today. There is still some dissension in the party over distribution of tickets. Tomorrow is the last date of filing nomination papers. The Congress still not getting its act together in Gujarat.
Well, yes, definitely, Athar. The Congress is walking a very, sharp, razor's edge out here because tomorrow is going to be the last day. It's almost a repeat of, the first round of, nominations for the first phase of elections. At that time, also, we saw the Congress scrambling, to put together the list of the candidates, which is, who are going to fight elections for the first phase of first phase on 13th of December. That's almost the same thing which we are witnessing out here. The Congress leaders this time around, though, the top leadership this time around, though, is seemingly very, very cautious, given the fact that they had to withdraw one list after, releasing it. This has not happened in the recent history of the Congress party, that they had to withdraw the entire list. There has been a, withdrawal of, nominations of one or two candidates or change of candidates on particular seats, but withdrawing the entire list of almost, 46 candidates, something which has not happened earlier. And, owing to the vehement opposition from the state Congress leaders as well as leaders from Gujarat who are at the central level as well, the party had to do so last time. This time around, it seems the Congress's top management, doesn't want to go ahead and have the same faux pas. And that's exactly, to avoid that kind of situation, they're trading very cautiously. We had a word with some senior Congress leaders who are, looking after the affairs of the Gujarat elections in the party. And we were told that the list should be out sometime later tonight, and if at all the entire list is not out, then those candidates who are going to contest elections on Congress ticket in the second phase of elections or on the seats which are left now, they might be intimated personally by the Congress's top leadership, and they might go ahead and file their nominations tomorrow. But then this clearly indicates that Congress this time around does not want to take any chances as far as the list is concerned.
Absolutely. On that note, Vishal, I want to ask you this question. This practice of the leadership, the central leadership, telling them directly what candidates should file their nomination and all, this is not quite normal, is it? This is supposedly a first, like you mentioned, in Gujarat as well.
Yeah, it's not normal. It's something which is not cannot be called as a normal course of procedure, and this is something which does not obviously figure in the kind of procedure which is followed by the Congress party while finalizing its candidates for any elections. But this is something which has happened earlier also in few states, but only might be on few seats, and in some places where there has been bone of contention between several leaders on as to to who should be the candidate. But this time around, given the fact that a lot at stake in the state of Gujarat, and they've already seen how things have panned out when the second list came out for the Congress party, it seems the party's top leadership and those dealing with finalizing the names of the candidates for the party in the state of Gujarat doesn't want to take any chances. That's why that much of caution being practiced by those leaders.
Right. Many thanks, Vishal Daya, for joining us tonight. We also have Chetan Rawal, Congress spokesperson from Ahmedabad, on the line right now. Thank you. Many thanks, Mr. Rawal, for joining us on Verdict 2012 tonight. My first question, of course, there seems to be a lot of confusion in the Gujarat camp of the Congress party. There is some dissension in the party over the distribution of tickets. What can you tell us more about when the Congress list will be released and if it will be released at all tonight?
Well, I'm at a very crowded place. Probably you might be hearing the sound from the background. As far as the dissident issue is concerned, I believe dissidents are always in all the political parties. Congress is not the only party who has the dissidents. There are many aspiring people in any political party, and what happens, like you cannot give ticket to everyone. The party can give ticket to only one person in a constituency. And say if an aspiring person feels that he is avoided, he is neglected, or any injustice is done to him, probably that person may try to retaliate or reward. I think there is that is the outburst of the feeling. But the feeling should be controlled by both the parties, even the political party as well as the workers themselves. But this happens in all the political parties. So I really don't take it as a very serious matter.
Right. Right, Mr. Rawal, I'd request you to stay with us. We'll come back to you in just a moment. Please stay on the line. Moving on, BJP's second list of candidates for Gujarat has come under fire from the Congress. This after former Minister of State for Home Affairs, Amit Shah, was declared as the party's candidate on Wednesday to contest next month's Assembly election from Naranpura constituency.
BJP's list of 89 candidates for the second phase of polling in Gujarat was released on Wednesday. The list was released after the party's Central Election Committee met under BJP President Nitin Gadkari. For the December 17 second phase polling in 95 constituencies, a list of 89 candidates was released. The list included the name of controversial former Minister of State for Home Amit Shah, known to be close to Chief Minister Narendra Modi. Shah was hit by a controversy after he was linked to a fake encounter case. The Congress slammed the BJP for nominating Shah despite the case against him.
एक तरफ तो उन्होंने अल्पसंख्यक उम्मीदवार नहीं बनाया, लेकिन दूसरी तरफ जो हाई कोर्ट की निगरानी में जिस गृह राज्य मंत्री को शाह को वहां पे आरोपी बनाया गया, उनको मंत्रिमंडल से त्यागपत्र उनको देना पड़ा और 2 साल बाहर रहे, और आज उनको जिनके खिलाफ चार्जशीट लग चुकी हो, भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने उनको टिकट दिया है.
But the BJP has come out in strong defense for Amit Shah. The party claims that the charge sheet against Shah is a Congress conspiracy.
अमित भाई शाह, उसके पर सीबीआई का षड्यंत्र के द्वारा केस चल रहा है और केस में कुछ खास है ही नहीं, वो निर्दोष है, लेकिन कांग्रेस ने सीबीआई के द्वारा षड्यंत्र किया है, इसलिए आपको ये लगता है.
Former Gujarat Home Minister Amit Shah is an accused in the Sohrabuddin Sheikh and Tulsi Prajapati encounter cases. He is presently out on bail. He returned to the state in September after the Supreme Court rejected the CBI's plea to cancel his bail given by Gujarat High Court. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
The wife of slain former BJP Minister Haran Pandya, Jagruti, has announced that she will contest the polls as a nominee of Keshubhai Patel's Gujarat Parivartan party. Jagruti said she would contest from Ellisbridge, the seat represented by her slain husband, to get justice for him from the People's Court. Haran Pandya, who was assassinated in March 2003, was earlier Minister of State for Home in the Keshubhai Patel government. Jagruti said that her husband's murder was the result of a political conspiracy. She also said she has received no help from the BJP in her fight for justice. She said BJP has been reduced to a one-man party in Gujarat. In August 2011, the Gujarat High Court had dropped charges of murder against 12 persons convicted for killing Haran Pandya. Jagruti will be fighting the election in a triangular contest with BJP's Rakesh Shah, while Congress is yet to announce the name of its candidate on the particular seat.
अभी तक भारतीय जनता पार्टी से मुझे न्याय किसी भी प्रकार का सहकार नहीं मिला है. मेरे पति को न्याय दिलाने के लिए एक आगे की लड़ाई मैं एक मक्कम और मजबूत निर्णायक पद से लड़ूंगी।
Of course, Jagrati Pandya, wife of slain former leader Haren Pandya. There we also have R.K. Mishra, senior journalist, joining us on the phone line from Ahmedabad. Mr. Mishra, first of all, thank you very much for joining us on Verdict 2012. You just heard Jagrati Pandya is going to contest from Ellis Bridge in Ahmedabad. She is, of course, the wife of former slain leader Haren Pandya. Do you see that her contesting from Keshubai Patel's party, is that important? And do you think she stands a chance of regaining or wresting that seat back from the particular party that holds it right now?
Thank you very much. And yes, I do believe so. Because this has been a seat which was held by Haren Pandya. He was an immensely popular legislator, one of those young up-and-coming BJP leaders. And there has been a lot of dismay over what is perceived as justice not being meted out in terms of this, because the people who were arrested, Jagrati Pandya and also Haren Pandya's father, all along felt that the wrong people had been pulled in and that this case needs to be reinvestigated. Haren Pandya's father, Mr. Vittal Pandya, of course, passed away fighting this battle, and now the cudgels have been taken up by Jagrati. And she has been demanding a reinvestigation into this case. If you go into its history a little bit, you'll find that the Porter Court, which investigated this case, had sentenced 9 people to life imprisonment and 3 to rigorous imprisonment.
Right.
This was in 2007. Then it came up in the High Court, where all of them were acquitted. All 11 were acquitted. And she had demanded reinvestigation into the case. Incidentally, this happened, this murder had taken place, and she had claimed of links with the Sohrabuddin killers. Vanchara was one of the officers who's now in the Sohrabuddin case, is in jail, was one of the persons under whom charge the crime branch investigated it. Another officer, IPS officer, Abhay Chudasama, also now in jail in the same case, was attached to the CBI for investigation of the Haren Pandya case for a month or more. So these points have been raised by Jagrati Pandya for a long time, and she's been fighting, and she has a very strong, loyal mind.
Right. Mr. Mishra, that of course was Jagrati Pandya's case, and we will have to see whether or not she's able to wrest back that seat that once was held by her husband. I have one more question for you, Mr. Mishra. Amit Shah, there's some controversy over Amit Shah's candidature. The BJP has given him a ticket. It is also considered that he's very close to current Chief Minister Narendra Modi. The Congress has raised its objections. Can you give us a sense of what really exactly is happening on the ground, and why and how these two sides are divided over Amit Shah's candidature, and what is likely to come out of that?
See, in the case of Amit Shah's candidature, his original seat, Sarkhej, post the delimitation, part of it has been divided into two things, and Ghatlodiya was one seat which both Amit Shah and another close Narendra Modi protege, Anandiben Patel, were both vying for. See, they within the BJP, Amit Shah and Anandiben are seen as rivals. And there was a sort of a tug-of-war between the two for this seat. Ultimately, Amit Shah was given Naranpura, and the Ghatlodiya seat went to Anandiben Patel.
Right.
See, Amit Shah is fighting a life and death battle in terms of the fact not only of his own political priorities, but also in terms of a legal battle.
Right.
He has just been given a temporary reprieve after the charge sheet was filed in the Tulsiram Prajapati case, which is part of this order.
Right.
Again,
Mr. Mishra, I'll have to stop you there. It'll be interesting to see how that particular story or script unfolds. Amit Shah, of course, a very controversial and divisive figure in Gujarat politics as well. Many thanks, R.K. Mishra, for joining us on Verdict 2012. Moving on, we head into a short break right now. But before we go, here's a look at some other election stories in our special segment, Paul Puri.
818 candidates are left in the fray for the first phase of polling in Gujarat. 87 constituencies will go to polls in the first phase on 13 December. On the last date of withdrawal on Wednesday, over 400 candidates withdrew their papers. In all, 1,516 candidates had filed papers, out of which candidature of over 300 was rejected during scrutiny. Nearly 125 polling centres in Gujarat will be without landline facilities. They are also outside the network coverage of mobile companies. The Election Commission has arranged wireless communication facilities for these centres through VHF vans. These polling centres are in remote and forest areas. Polling officials will remain connected through wireless sets in these centres. BJP has fielded a Sindhi candidate from Ahmedabad's Naroda constituency. Gynecologist Dr. Nirmala is the party's candidate from Naroda. Mayaben Kudnani, who used to contest from here, belongs to the Sindhi community. Interestingly, like Kudnani, Nirmala is also a doctor. Tourism experts in Gujarat are trying to get tourists attracted to the election process. Under the plan, foreign tourists will be made to interact with the candidates. The Gujarat Tourism Development Society, an umbrella body of the state's private tour operators, presented the plan at the World Tourism Fair in London earlier this month. It received a good response. As part of election tourism, tourists will also get to see the polling process on the day of polling.
पचास सदस्यों का अनूठा परिवार।
मिलजुल हमारा एक है और सब प्यार मोहब्बत है।
मतदान के प्रति जागरूक सदस्य।
वोट हमारे इंसान अच्छे इंसान को देख के हम देते हैं, चाहे कांग्रेस हो या भाजपा, उसके साथ हम निस्बत नहीं रखते।
देखिए चौपाल शाम 7:30 बजे लोकतंत्र 2012 में।
Watch India's top politicians as never seen before. Hear the untold side of their personalities. See them up close and personal in a weekend special, It's My Life, only on Rajya Sabha television.
Welcome back. The Election Commission has come up with a novel idea to ensure greater public participation of voters in the Gujarat elections. Over 100-year-old voters have been enlisted as brand ambassadors for the democratic exercise.
Meet Kathuria Vasav in Rojghat village of Narmada district. 117-year-old Vasav has voted in all elections since independence. Popularly called Kathuria Dada, Vasav cast his first vote in the 1952 polls. Since then, he has voted in 15 Lok Sabha, 12 Assembly and 10 local bodies elections. And this time too, he is not short of enthusiasm. Today, he is the Election Commission's brand ambassador, but he is not alone. Nearly 24 voters of more than 100 years in age have been enlisted to spread awareness. They are expected to encourage people to cast vote by citing their own examples.
पहला पार्लियामेंट्री चुनाव से लेके अब तक के जो चुनाव है, इवन डाउन टू दी पंचायत चुनाव, उन्होंने सभी चुनाव में मतदान का अपना अधिकार का उपयोग किया हुआ है। उनसे उनके जरिए हमने अपील करवाने की कोशिश की है कि अगर इतने बड़े उम्र वाले कथुड़िया दादा, जिनको समाज में दादा बोलते हैं, वो अगर मतदान के लिए इतने उत्साही है, तो युवा वर्ग जो 18 साल के बाद फर्स्ट टाइम जिनका रजिस्ट्रेशन हुआ है, उनको भी मतदान में भाग लेना चाहिए।
All these elders have seen the democratic exercise closely and realize its importance. It's expected that their example will encourage the youth to participate in the polling process in large numbers. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Very interesting move by the Election Commission there. Today we visit Rajkot in our special segment In Focus. The district is named after its headquarters, Rajkot City. Rajkot is known as the birthplace of the Gandhian non-violence movement. It is a centre of commercial and industrial importance. It was founded by Vibhoji and used to be the capital of Saurashtra.
Rajkot is centrally located in the Kathiawar Peninsula. The Aji River flows through this district. Rajkot is the third most advanced district in Gujarat. It is primarily based on the manufacturing and service sector. Jewellery, woolen and cotton textiles, handicraft and bandhani textiles are made here. The district also has various manufacturing units for machine tools, industrial equipment, metallurgical industries, electronics, engineering and auto ancillary sector. Small and medium industries are dominated by foundries, engineering and automobile works, medicines and wall clocks. Rajkot has 11 assembly constituency. They are Morbi, Tankara, Wankaner, Rajkot East, Rajkot West, Rajkot South, Rajkot Rural, which is reserved, Jasdan, Gondal, Jetpur and Dhoraji. While the number of seats remain the same after delimitation at 11, Rajkot 1 and 2 have been split into Rajkot East, Rajkot South and Rajkot West. Upleta has disappeared. In the 2007 assembly polls, the BJP won 7 of the seats with a vote share of 48.6% and the Congress won 3 with a 36.1% vote share. The numbers were reversed in the 2009 Lok Sabha polls, however, with the Congress leading in 7 seats with a 49% vote share and the BJP in only 4 with a 43% vote share. The Congress hopes to bank on its 2009 position and gain significantly in this district. Rajkot district goes to polls in the first phase on December 13th. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Let's now take a look at the situation on the ground in Rajkot district and the issues that could have a bearing on the polling in the region. Scarcity of water and electricity remain the major issues here.
Rajkot is the third largest city in Gujarat and one of the fastest growing cities in India. The capital of the erstwhile Saurashtra state, Rajkot continues to be central to the region's economy.
Situated in the Saurashtra region of Gujarat, Rajkot acts as the trade center for not just the Saurashtra region, but is one of the most important bustling trade centers in the state of Gujarat.
It is considered the economic, industrial and educational hub of the region. Rajkot district is primarily dependent on manufacturing and service sectors. About 42% of the workers are engaged in services sector and 34% in manufacturing activities. The district also has various manufacturing units for gold and silver jewellery. An important jewellery hub, gold and silver ornaments are traded to almost all the major cities in India and are known for workmanship.
If Surat is famous for diamond, then Rajkot is famous for its jewellery in both silver as well as gold. We are right now standing in Soni Market in Rajkot. It's one of the oldest as well as the most famous jewellery markets in India.
शायद सबसे पुराना सोने मार्केट है। तो पूरे भारत में मैं ऐसा बोल सकता हूँ कि पूरे दुनिया में इतनी बड़ी सोने मार्केट कहीं भी नहीं है। मैं 20 साल से इधर बैठता हूँ, लेकिन हमारी पीढ़ी बहुत पुरानी है, शायद 100 साल के करीब हो गए। ये स्टेट वक्त का है, तो राजशाही समय था, उस टाइम से ये सोनी बाजारी कहलाती है।
The rural parts of Rajkot district are boosting the state's agrarian sector with special focus on cash crops like cotton and pulses. But scarcity of water in the region due to poor rainfall has impacted farm output.
इस साल तो बारिश ही नहीं हुई, जो हुई पहले हुई थी उसमें जो फसल डाली वो सूख गई, दूसरी बार डाला वो भी सूख गई और तीसरी बार डाला वो इतने छोटे छोटे से आप देख रहे हैं कॉटन के जो छोड़ होते हैं वो छोटे छोटे ही हुए.
Socially, Rajkot has a sizable population of the Patel community, which is a dominant force in the Saurashtra region. The community is seen as crucial to the outcome of elections. BJP rebel leader and president of Gujarat Parivartan Party, Keshubhai Patel, is relying on his support base in the region in his battle against incumbent Chief Minister Narendra Modi. With Bilal Zaidi in Rajkot, Pradeep Bagchi, Rajya Sabha TV.
Time for a short break now. Up next, we get you the pulse from Vapi in our special segment, Chopal. Hello and welcome to this special edition of To The Point.
Wherever an entitlement is there, it ought to be given to the woman in the household. Remember, the very poorest need more than the poor. The probability of misuse in the Aadhaar system is minimized massively.
Watch To The Point with Montek Singh Aluwalia, only on Rajya Sabha television. Welcome back in Chopal. Today we get you the pulse from Vapi. North Indians say they still remain out of the political mainstream. Our correspondent Arvind Singh was on the ground interacting with a few of them. Take a look.
सबसे पहले हम आपसे बात करेंगे, अभी बगल में मुंबई है, यहाँ उत्तर भारतीय लगातार निशाने पर रहते हैं जो है, यहाँ हम क्या माने कि कैसे क्या स्थिति है?
बॉम्बे जैसा यहाँ स्थिति नहीं है। यहाँ हम लोग गुजरातियों के साथ मिलजुल के रहते हैं। उत्तर भारतीयों के यहाँ तो दक्षिण गुजरात में वापी में कोई तकलीफ नहीं है।
पहले चरण में यहाँ चुनाव होना है, दोनों पार्टियों में किसी ने कोई टिकट नहीं दिया जो है, क्या कारण है इसका?
अभी हम इस स्थिति में नहीं हैं कि कोई पार्टी हमको इतना सपोर्ट करे कि टिकट दे दे। हम इस स्थिति में हैं कि सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं। हमारी जीतने की स्थिति इस उत्तर भारतीयों की यहाँ नहीं है इस समय।
कुल कितना संख्या बल है यहाँ? आपके कोई सुनते तो हैं कि काफी बड़ी संख्या में लोग रहते हैं।
हाँ, संख्या है काफी, लेकिन उत्तर भारतीय निर्णायक वोट है, जिस तरफ चला जाएगा उस पार्टी की जीत होगी, इतना है। लेकिन जीतने की स्थिति में उत्तर भारतीय वोट नहीं है।
आपके हिसाब से ऐसी क्या दिक्कतें हैं जो उत्तर भारतीयों के सामने जो फेस कर रहे हैं, या और क्या चैलेंजेस है, क्या ठीक करने की जरूरत है, कुछ ऐसा लगता है आपको?
यहाँ पे उत्तर भारत या हिंदी भाषी लोग संगठित न होने के कारण वो जो भी उनको टिकट नहीं मिल पा रहा है, कुछ भी जो भी हो रहा है समाज के प्रति हो रहा है, उसके उत्तरदायित्व तो उन्हीं को स्वीकारना चाहिए और उसके उत्तरदायी हैं।
क्या जातीय आधार पर भी बिखराव है या कुछ क्षेत्रीय आधार पर? क्योंकि जब उत्तर भारतीयों की बात होती है तो पूरा मतलब पूरा हिंदी इलाका आ जाता है जो है, जहाँ तक वो बात है।
यहाँ वापी में यानी दक्षिण गुजरात में यहाँ यादव समाज भी है, ब्राह्मण समाज भी है, राजपूत समाज भी है और भूमिहार समाज भी है। इसलिए समाज में अलग अलग बंटवारा में यह तालमेल हो नहीं पाता है, कोई एकजुट हो नहीं पाता है। इसी की वजह से आपस में क्रॉस है, बंटवारा है। इसीलिए हमारे उत्तर भारतीय लोगों को मतलब उतना मान सम्मान राजनीति में मिलता नहीं है।
जो मुख्य रूप से उत्तर भारतीय जो आए हुए हैं, इतने दूरी से आए हुए हैं, वो यहाँ काम धंधे की तलाश में आए हुए हैं। काफ़ी लोगों को यहाँ काम भी मिला है और मुख्यधारा में भी शामिल हो गए हैं। वो जब राजनीतिक महत्व की हम बात कर रहे हैं, तो क्या जो लोग कारोबारी हैं, जो काम हम कर रहे हैं, उनको किसी तरह की कोई असुविधा है? अगर है तो क्या करने की जरूरत है?
असुविधा तो कुछ भी नहीं है, लोग अपने में ही खींचतान कर रहे हैं, जिसकी वजह से ये सब प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट हो रहा है। दूसरी कोई बात नहीं। सब लोग अगर सहयोग दें तो यहाँ की विधानसभा सीट जो है वो पार्टी की आराम से उत्तर भारतीय लोग निकाल सकते हैं। लेकिन सिर्फ आपसी मतभेद के कारण जो है न अपने को टिकट मिल पा रहा है और न दूसरा कुछ हो पा रहा है।
अगर ये जो राजनीतिक गोलबंदी की भी कोशिशें हो रही जो मैं देख रहा हूँ, क्या आगे आने वाले समय में क्या नजर आ रहा है?
आगे आने वाले समय में उत्तर भारतीय सब संगठित होंगे तो रिजल्ट अच्छा रहेगा।
And that's all we have on Verdict 2012 tonight. Tune in tomorrow, same time. Till then, goodbye.